morning the right way.
Gonna be great, gonna be a good day.
This is Jase and Lauren on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Oh, happy Friday Eve.
Happy Friday Eve.
That snuck up, didn't it?
Well, this week feels like it's gone for a month.
Today.
Because I've been sitting up late watching Channel 9 and watching all the sports, and I've got a new love for a new sport, Jason. I think
Gymnastics.
A new sport, and I think it's going to surprise you.
I took the boys for a game of pool yesterday at the East Boundary Hotel, and they were playing the big O on the tellies, and I had one eye on the pool table, one eye on the gymnastics. Damn, they're good.
Oh, the gymnastics is amazing, but I was more fixated on the women's gymnastics, I must say.
That's what I was. I was watching the women's gymnastics yesterday.
Simone Biles.
I'm not sure who it was, but I fell in love.
Oh, what country?
She's wearing blue.
Maybe America.
Maybe.
They won gold in the group one.
Yeah, right.
No. Last night I went to bed and then I sat up because I could not stop watching the BMX.
Oh, God.
Okay, let me start. No, stick with me here. So I started by watching and I was blowing up. And I was saying to Paul, sorry.
How old are the competitors?
But bike riding should not be in the Olympics.
Cycling or bike riding?
BMX, like doing tricks.
Yeah.
Jase, I was screaming at the TV.
Yeah, I'll take you to the Krusty Demons one day. It'll blow your mind.
Yeah, but I was just like, well, that probably shouldn't be in the Olympics. But these are push bikes, like not
motorbikes.
Yeah. Anyway, Australia won a bronze.
Yep.
But this girl from China, I thought she was brown bread. They did this big flip.
And you thought
she landed.
She's going to die on telly.
Well, then they bought all these umbrellas around her and they cut to an ad break and came back and never mentioned it. And I was like,
I like the tent at the races.
I was like, what happened? And then she came back for round 2 of the finals.
Why the umbrellas?
Well, because it was like 40 degrees.
Oh.
But I didn't know that.
Like a celebrity's wedding, avoiding the paparazzi.
It was like that. Can I tell you, these women were amazing.
Sorry, hang on. Did you honestly?
I was like, Paul.
You honestly thought?
She's in an ambulance right now. That's what we thought. I was like, this is gnarly. I even said the word gnarly.
Bring out the tent.
The two commentators are like these two Aussie blokes from Queensland, and the commentary is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life.
See, I grew up on the mean streets of Queensland. Like, BMX was my life. Have you ever pegged?
Nah.
You ever
Natalia,
pegged?
the Australian girl, she didn't just go over a jump and do a backflip. She went up so high and then did a forward flip on her bike.
Oh, my God. Listen to the technique in your commentary.
She did a thing called a cliffhanger. I was so into it. There was a girl in it. One was called Queen, Yas Queen, and one was called Macarena.
Nice.
That was her name, first name.
Never did pegging when you were growing up?
Sorry?
Yeah, where you stand on the pegs on the back of the bike, hold on to your mate's shoulders. What do you think?
I've never done pegging.
Oh, right. You should try it.
No,
it's great
I don't
fun.
think pegging's for me, Jase.
You don't know until you try it. You get two of them. They connect.
I'm not into pegging.
The pegs, and they connect to the back wheel of the bike.
No, that's called dinking.
Oh.
Different to pegging.
Let me look it up.
They weren't pegging at the Olympics
or
dinking.
Hey,
but it's probably the greatest sport I've ever watched.
BMX, right?
BMX,
gotcha.
BMX.
Hey, coming up.
I also watched triathlon.
Jesus, I'm not going through the commentary of the quote.
Days.
So did your commentary of the BMX.
Honestly, go and watch it if you missed it. It was like cliffhanging stuff, edge of your seat stuff.
Currently doing a radio show.
No, I'm going to convert you. I'm going to make you watch it. It's like gymnastics on a bike.
I will watch it to get out of this conversation.
Except way more dangerous.
Hey, what I would do for him to bring the tent out around you right now.
And the world champion fell on her first trick and she just threw her bike and walked off the track and never came back.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, it was like you. Yeah. Fully threw her toys out of the cot, never came back.
Hey, today...
Are we talking more BMX?
Bloody cold. 2 degrees in Melbourne. Currently on the feels like negative 1.9.
Yeah, it was cold this morning and cold last night.
We're going to the snow soon. Stupid question.
Have you ever been?
To the snow?
Yeah.
Never in Australia.
Oh, never in Australia?
No.
Oh, you've been, international skier.
Well,
you lived in New Zealand.
Yeah, it's the first time I saw snow was in New Zealand.
You're going to need thermals.
What's the temp in Perisher? What do you get on the slopes?
Not Perisher. Let's try Bulla.
Bulla. We'll go Bulla.
Bulla. Good.
On your average day, it's about 0 or -1.
Yeah, right.
Remember when I went skiing in Montana and the airport was closed because it was so cold that they couldn't bring the aero bridges out? Because planes are fine in the cold, like they're fine in the sky. But the aero bridges froze over.
Oh.
And it was -32 degrees. The whole mountain was shut.
That's cool, though. Then they bring out the stairs. You ever walk down the stairs on the tarmac and wave
No,
like
you
you're the
couldn't
president?
walk down the stairs.
Oh,
You
okay, right.
couldn't even go outside in minus 32.
Okay. Yeah, minus 32 seems cold.
In your jeans and a T-shirt because you've just flown from LA and you forgot that you were getting to the airport was going to be that cold.
I'd probably still be in shorts. Hey, coming up on the show, the Popo are in the house in the next few minutes. It is the crew from RBT, you know, the TV show where you watch the guys on there go, yeah, man, over that anything. So the Victorian Police are going to be joining us in minutes. Not only that, later on in the show, we are going to be catching up with Molly O'Callaghan's brother, Matthew. He is a character. Unfortunately, Molly didn't go too well in the freestyle final.
She did well. She came fourth. She didn't get a medal in that one, but she's already got it going home with a couple. She's an Olympic champion. And you know what? I mean, I know we've been talking about it a lot, but like people like Harry Garside when he didn't win, the commentary around it and the way he spoke is honestly more inspirational than some gold medal winners.
Well said.
It's been like for kids, I'll be saying to my kids, listen to what he's saying and look up to him because that's more powerful than coming home with a gold medal.
Didn't matter if he won or lost.
Amazing. He would have liked to win.
It's no BMX though, is it?
Oh, well, she won. The Australian, she got a bronze. I reckon she got ripped off too. She should have got a 90 in her second round. She only got 88.
Let's get into it. Sabrina Carpenter, please, please, please. She's still going on about the BMX. This is Nova. Good morning, Melbourne.
All new Suzuki Swift Hybrid is here. Australia's best value hybrid.
How you feeling tonight, New York City?
Cash
Win $20,000. A brand new Suzuki Swift Hybrid.
and a star.
Hey, what's up? This is Troy Sivan. See me live. Your chance to win only with Nova.
Narelle from Hillside, you are on the standby list. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
No worries, ever been to New York City?
Yes.
Oh.
She has. Well, you might be going again, Narelle.
Favourite part? What did you do when you were there?
Empire State Building.
Oh, nice.
How good. You know, I've been to New York City, I reckon, 12 times.
Are you serious?
Never been to the Empire State Building.
I haven't even been to St Kilda 12 times.
I've never been up the top of it. It freaks me out.
You know what we did? We got a voucher and we found a cheap little helicopter tour.
Oh, I've never done that either.
It was incredible.
And you fly around the Statue of Liberty.
Well, yeah, because rather than spending a whole day on a ferry going out to the Statue of Liberty and back and all that sort of thing, we went down to the heliport.
Yeah.
It was only a 10-minute flight, but you got to see all of New York. But we're sitting there and we're waiting to get on the planes, on the helicopters, and then all of a sudden there's a lot of movement and running around, and then they're like, actually, we're going to have to keep you in the waiting area for a bit.
Who was arriving?
They were practicing for the president's arrival at the New York helipad for
Yeah,
Obama.
he would use that.
Obama.
Yeah, but you get like an amazing view of New York City. You can just see how big it is. You feel so insignificant and tiny, I imagine, in a helicopter over that big city.
Yeah. But they had the Secret Service divers in and everything to make sure no one put bombs under the
Really?
helipad. Yeah,
Amazing.
I know. Then they must have let all the good Secret Service people go before Trump took over.
Hey, let's go to Holly in Geelong. Good morning.
Good morning.
You have made the standby list to see Troy Sivan in New York City.
Congratulations.
Great. Thanks so much.
No worries. We'll finish with Mel in Noble Park. You're on the list as well, Mel. Good on you.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks, guys.
No drama. More chances coming up with Mel after 9 this morning. I'm sorry. Just going to say that now, straight up.
Is Dad angry?
Dad put his foot in it.
Dad often puts his foot in it.
So moved into the new place, getting settled, getting on top of everything. There was one of those inbuilt barbecues.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a topic of
you've had
conversation.
barbecue Sharon there to fix it.
I've had barbecue Sharon. I haven't told you about barbecue Phil.
No.
So barbecue Sharon was there to fix it.
Yep.
Barbecue Phil was there to clean it.
Oh.
Now, before you go clean your own barbecue.
Nah.
What?
Nah, I'm an outsourcer too.
Well, it's like it was a mess because you know when you buy a house, like you.
I'm surprised they didn't.
But
You know
legally,
what?
you don't have to clean the house when you hand it over. The house was spotless, but
You
the
know
outdoor
what?
barbecue was a mess.
They've cleaned it and then they've lived in it for the other 2 months after settlement and they've had a big farewell barbecue.
Or like what Lou, my wife, said, the ladies left the house spotless, and the dad didn't give two shits about the barbecue.
Yeah. You know what? And it's nice to do a big deep clean.
Well, it just like
It's not-
I
it wa-
opened it.
It wasn't your barbecue. You don't know what they've had on
Exactly. It looked like they'd cremated someone on it. So I got in barbecue Phil, right? Who
Barbecue Phil.
Steam cleans it and
that.
all that sort of
with
thing.
like a gurney.
Full gurney, but then steam. Steam
Cool.
cleans the barbecue. And
Did
then-
it look brand new by the end?
to be honest, no.
Okay. That's disappointing.
So
Shame.
I was already a bit filthy.
Yeah.
That not everything came off.
Filthy
right?
at Phil.
Yeah. But Phil said, look, I can take the racks away and soak them in like a deep chemical soak and the racks will come up.
Yeah, you can, Phil.
Yeah. And I said, you know what, Phil, can you take the spit rod as well?
Take it all, Phil.
Take it all, Phil. Put the whole thing in the chemical wash. He said it'll take 4 days. I'm like, no worries. A week and a half went by. I'm texting Phil would love my barbecue grills. Boy wants to barbecue. Barbecue Sharon's come around. She's fixed the barbecue. I'm ready to barbecue.
And Phil, I'm in my new house. I need to entertain.
Yeah.
We're not dirtying up the kitchen, Phil.
So I had to chase Phil hard, right? And he said, no worries, I'll drop them off today.
Why did Phil not drop them off in the first place?
Well, hang on. I get home. He dropped off the grills, like the grill racks, but not the spit rod.
You've been talking about doing a spit all weekend.
That's all
like
I've wanted to do.
saying you're doing it this weekend?
Since moving into the house, I've always wanted to do like a spit.
Yeah.
So I blew up on the weekend. Phil, you forgot the spit. And I thought, and he goes, no worries, I'll get back to the survey. Didn't hear from him. So I've sent another one on Sunday. By this time, I'm getting hungry and angry, right? And I said, Phil, I need it back by Wednesday. I'm having a function. Side note, who's having a spit roast in the suburbs on a Wednesday?
A function?
Anyway, yesterday afternoon, I got home. Phil was there outside my house with the spit.
Great.
I got out and went, look who's here. That's when Phil turned around and went, sorry, I'm running on low sleep. My son's been having seizures and we've been in hospital.
Well, that's awful for Phil. But Phil should have just told you that in the first place. Felt so bad.
Oh.
But you don't know that. You can't read Phil's mind.
I know, but I felt so bad. And there I am holding the spit rod.
And you also didn't have a function yesterday.
Waiting for the make-believe
Well, you
guests to
like,
arrive.
oh, my guests are about to arrive.
Phil, you're going to have to get out of here. People are about to arrive. I was like, mate, I'm so... You did, like, if you told me, I would not... Like,
yeah. I
would have done pizzas.
Poor Phil.
I would have done pizzas.
But you didn't know that.
But
Phil
you know when...
he should have just said, I'm so sorry. I've got a family crisis. So you got to be honest with people.
No, you don't. I'm never honest with people. When am I honest? I've got to make-believe function. I was lying to Phil. I can't expect him to tell me the truth.
Hey. Now, this is a man. Well, he was probably a boy back when I used to have him on my wall on posters. Did you have, was there someone as a teenager that you had plastered all over your walls?
Katie Holmes.
I had 3. Oh, Katie Holmes. I love Katie Holmes.
Oh, no. I loved Katie Holmes.
She was the cutest little thing going around, wasn't she?
In hindsight, I don't think it was healthy.
I loved Dita Brummer from Home and Away.
Oh, yeah.
I think I don't know what happened to him. I think he got arrested at the Logies, didn't he?
Can we try and track down Dita Brummer?
No, I don't think we can.
Oh, okay. Do not track down Dita.
No. Dita Brummer, I loved Jonathan Taylor Thomas, JTT from Home Improvement. Yeah, I loved JTT,
Yep.
but my ultimate was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I don't get it.
You know, I saw him in a bar when I was in LA at the start of the year. Did I tell you this?
No.
He walked past. I banged into him, didn't literally accidentally bumped into him, and I was like, oh, he's little.
No offense, but
Never meet your heroes.
no offense, you wouldn't have caught his eye because you're 4 times the age he goes for.
Yes, there's many reasons I didn't catch his eye, including the girl he had with him at the time, who was like a 15 out of 10.
Gotcha.
Anyway, he's been photographed with another 15 out of 10 because he is on holidays. Leonardo DiCaprio has been seen on a super yacht with Tobey Maguire, formerly Spider-Man.
Yep.
And Leo's girlfriend, Victoria Soretti, who he has broken his own rules for. Normally dates 25 and under. She's 26.
If you were going to break one rule, this is the rule you'd break.
She is 26 years old. He's 49.
49?
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that.
I'll tell you what, the internet's blowing up though because...
They're a good-looking couple.
Yeah.
He's still hot, Leonardo DiCaprio. But he's not what he used to be. Is he?
Oh, would you say no?
I wouldn't say no. But I wouldn't put him on a poster on my wall.
So she's aged out because he only goes for chicks under 25.
Well, he's kept her around.
She's aged out.
She's 26, man. Maybe he's changing his own rules.
Can I ask a question? If Lou left me, right?
Highly likely. Go on.
And I was like, okay, Lauren, I'm got to get back in the dating world. What age would be acceptable for me to come in and be like, hey, I'm going out this weekend, I'm going to hit up Revolver?
Okay, Revolver. I don't need you going to Revolver.
Okay.
And then trying to do this show. I wouldn't have an issue as long as they're over, I don't know.
So I could be with a 24-year-old.
Yeah, you could
I'm 42.
be. You could be, but I would be saying to
You'd
you,
hang it on me.
hey, I don't know if she's your next forever. You know?
But she might be my next right now.
She might be Mrs. Right Now.
Yeah.
Miss Right Now.
Miss right now, but not Miss forever.
Yeah, she might be Miss Forever. I don't know. I would just be saying to you got 3 kids.
Here's a question.
I would be saying, be careful, because if she's in love with you and wants to move on and start a life with you, my issue would be you need to ask the question if she wants kids because
oh yeah,
are you
I
going
can't
again?
do more. No.
Imagine,
God, no.
imagine because you've got 3 boys.
I can't drive.
Imagine if you had 3 girls and you could be like Mr. Brady. You could be the Brady Bunch.
I'm not built for a carnival. I am not driving a van.
You could get Alice the housekeeper. That'd be nice.
Oh,
but Alice, the housekeeper, would be closer to your age.
Here's my
than
question.
Mrs. Brady.
If I told you I was dating a 24-year-old, what would you text Clint after I left the room? Because you two would have an absolute
The text
field
would
day.
say, big boy still got it. Who knew? Who knew?
Hey, 13, 24, 10. How big's the age gap?
Oh, yeah.
Is there a bit of an age gap in your relationship? Because you know what? You've hit the nail on the head. A mate of mine's dating a younger girl at the moment, and he's divorced with kids.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want kids, but now her friendship group's starting to have them. And she's like, oh, maybe I am interested. And I'm like, oh, bro, go now. Because otherwise she'll be pushing the pram and you in a walker. She can't be pushing two.
Yeah, I had a friend who did the same. He and his wife separated and he started dating this younger girl and I was like, good for you, get it. But just tread carefully. He was like, she might move in, and I was like, ooh.
I was sort of a business idea.
That's very quick.
Thought of a business idea. You know
I
how
hate
there's
it already.
No. You want to go on Shark Tank with me? You know how you can get double prams? You get a double pram, one for the baby, but the chair at the back's a bit bigger for the older partner.
I wonder if there's many cougars out there dating much younger men.
13, 24, 10.
That.
What's the age group? You're on the air with Jase and Lauren. A lot of concerns about Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriend. She is aging out for Leo and the internet's in meltdown over it.
The girl Leonardo DiCaprio will dump when he's 72 was born today. White smoke has emerged from the chimney atop North Hollywood High School, signalling that Leo has chosen a new girlfriend. 3 things are certain in life: death, taxes, Leonardo DiCaprio breaking up with his girlfriend before her prefrontal cortex has fully developed.
I mean, people are worried. She's 26 and she's going to get dumped. Do you reckon she knows she's got like tick, 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 tick,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, too old. He notoriously only dates girls 25 and younger, but she must be doing something right because she's 26.
Lauren in Rowville. Lauren, what's the age gap between you and your girlfriend?
10 years.
10
Okay,
years.
so who's
That's
older, you?
Fine.
I'm older. I'm almost 40. She's almost 30.
Oh, in her 20s. Look at you, Lauren. Go, girl.
Go,
I know, right?
girl. You're only as young as the woman you're feeling.
How
Absolutely true.
do you get any
Shout out to
negative?
my girlfriend.
Any
She's
negative?
actually listening right now.
What's her name?
Natalie.
Natalie.
Good on you, Natalie.
Do you get much pushback from the family or anything, or everyone's pretty supportive?
No, actually, I don't. My family are very accepting of it. They
Good.
love it.
I don't think 10 years is a big age gap.
Nah,
anymore.
not at
10
all.
years is very
not
common.
Really. That's the biggest age gap for me in a relationship.
I was about to say, and she's obviously mature because you sound immature, so you probably meet in the middle.
Very.
Yeah, right.
and
Sometimes I can be.
because a lot of women like dating older men because you men don't grow up until you're a bit older.
I feel like I'm just starting to mature.
I would say that you're starting to grow up, yeah.
Ryan, good morning.
Just in time for your
Good morning.
43rd birthday.
Ryan, what's the age gap in your relationship, boss?
So 14 years.
Get it, Ryan. Are you older or younger?
So I'm the younger one. To be
Oh.
honest.
She's a cougar.
Maturity is up there. But I tell you what, the love, the care, and everything that goes into this relationship is better than any immature one that I've had previously. So
Can I ask how old you are, Ryan?
So I'm 27.
You're 27, so she's 41.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, and she's got 3 girls and I've got 2 boys. So we're a
Oh
bit
my
of a
gosh.
Brady bunch.
You are the Brady
So-
Bunch. Nearly. Oh, that means
Yeah.
one more boy and you're the Brady Bunch. How good. Yeah, see, I mean, age is just a number.
It depends where you're at, maturity rise.
I
It really
agree.
is.
It's more.
However-
it's more a life cycle.
That's what I reckon.
It's a
'cause
season thing.
I
If you're in the
agree with
wrong
you.
seasons,
Yeah.
like if you're 41 and your 20-year-old partner wants to go out and party all the time and you want to stay home and, look after the kids, different. You're in different seasons.
Oh, I'm cool with that. It's more if they want more.
Oh.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's a stupid issue.
Well, I just go if it's a 25-year-old you're dating, you're 40,
You don't know.
They don't know if they want kids yet. Like 25, you know what I mean?
Yeah, kids is one issue, I would say, with big age gaps
Because
sometimes.
didn't Carl get the reverse chop? I thought Carl Stefanova got the reverse snip. He got it snipped, got with Jasmine, connected the pipes
It's
back
reversible.
up.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's painful.
Reversing the cycle.
You think...
Have you had Dr. Snip at your house yet?
No,
We should do it on the show.
Because you have to be able to... Like, you have to have that to be able to have the kid.
What do you mean?
I'm naturally having Dr. Snip at the moment. G'day, Emma in Hampton, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're good. What's the age gap?
The age gap between my partner and I is 21 years.
Hello.
Are you older? Well, hang on. You're 21, so I'm assuming you're younger.
I'm 21 and he is 42. We met at work, so he was actually my supervisor, which is even worse. And he came with 2 beautiful kids, which even if I didn't want kids, I now have them.
And how's it going?
It's good. It's good. I'm really happy. He's a lot of fun. The kids are closer in age to me than I am with him, but that's all right. And we have a lot of fun.
You know what?
Good on you.
They'd probably relate to you, and that's why you've formed the relationship you've got. Have you guys ever spoken about you guys having your own child? Like, is that something you'd want to do?
Yeah, definitely. We've had the conversation. I think, he would definitely be open to more. It does make it a bit tricky, though, just what you're speaking about before with, me wanting to go out with my friends, and he's kind of like, oh, I'm good sitting at home, or I got to look after the kids. And it's
but every relationship has issues that no matter what the age gap is or no matter how old you are.
I'm 42. I try and drag my wife to the pub on a Friday night to watch the footy. She's like, I'm happy sitting at home.
Yeah. No, that's not an age thing. That's just a relationship thing. You don't want to do the same thing all the time anyway.
Where the problem is, Emma, is when you want to bring the girls back home for a home party.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Yeah,
exactly.
no.
And I've got 2 little kids who are like,
do you guys live together?
We do.
With
we
the
do
kids?
with the kids. Yeah.
Full time?
No, not full time. They only come on the weekends.
Question.
Question.
Might be a bit personal. Do you have to deal with mum much? Does she have an issue with the age gap?
Cool.
She's
That's
cool.
so awful for me to say. I'm so sorry.
No, you dropped out.
You
Sorry,
dropped
what did you
out.
say?
We didn't even hear it.
Oh, good. I just said that she's a little bit of work. I definitely don't think that she is the most happy that my partner and I are together, especially me kind of, in his words, are a younger, hotter version of her.
Oh,
he should know, yeah.
I reckon that's a bit you shouldn't have said.
Well, I mean, if he said it. But maybe don't remind her of that.
Right now, he was sitting in the car listening, going, oh, that's my girl. Oh, no, she shouldn't have said that.
No,
We shouldn't reveal that bit. Hey,
that was an inside conversation.
Good morning, Melbourne. Yep, it's all going on in Paddy, but back here we are doing our ordinary games. 2 events. Next week we will be doing Little Leaps, which is adults going over children hurdles. And this week it is the biggest splash as we head to the pool for diving. And we're getting an expert to help us out. Sam Fricker is a former Olympian. He competed over in Tokyo. He's actually been joining Mark Tubby Taylor in the commentary box for this year. And check it out. He documented his first day working at Channel 9. Take a listen to this.
We're commentating our first Olympic event ever. Now, as it's our first shift, I officially got my key to Channel 9, which is low-key kind of exciting. I head upstairs to grab dinner. Now, they provide food here for every meal because technicians and commentators are here basically 24 hours a day. And we head upstairs to grab our Paris hat because it's Paris night and our first briefing before heading into the studio and sitting down to realise how real this really is.
Our job's pretty straightforward then.
Honestly, I'd say no because there's more pressure on you.
Don't tell me that.
Honestly, no, because there's more pressure on you.
But also a man close to your heart, Jase. He went straight to the kitchen to find out what was on offer for dinner before commentating.
G'day,
he joins us
Sammy.
right now. Sam, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on. I'll tell you what, I've never heard one of my videos on the radio.
There you go. Because, look, you're a diver, but you're actually, if you were in the Olympics for TikTok, you'd probably win that the way you're going at the moment.
Mate,
look, I think we need a new competition.
Exciting time for any athlete. Have you been enjoying watching Paris?
It's been good fun, and I've had the hot seat sitting there, being able to look right into those events and commentating the diving has been so fun. I haven't missed a second.
Well, you've been doing a great job, Sam, but you're also doing it with Mark Tubby Taylor, and the conversation on X where all good, debates happen at the start. Because I watched on the first day and I was like, is that Mark Taylor, the cricket player? But I heard him being interviewed yesterday and he said, well, when they asked me to do it, I thought, of course I will. Why not? How's he been going?
Yeah, look, he's an Australian legend in himself, and he's done so much research. He came into the diving pool. He came to speak with all the athletes, having even a half an hour chat with Curtis Matthews, one of the divers on the team. And he said, look, people may say, why is Mark Taylor commentating the diving?
I said it.
And he said, they asked him to do the job, and he said he'll give it a go. So he put his hand up. Now, his job is to anchor the event.
Yeah.
So I am the diving expert.
You're the expert.
I'm giving all those insights, but he's bringing those rounds together. And he's got so much experience. He's really helped build me up as well.
He would have great experience in commentating, but I need to know, did he get down to his DTs and go off a diving board in preparation?
Oh, good
have
call,
we got
actually.
any vision of him actually diving?
Look, we have got a photo of him up on 10 metre. He tried to jump. We had to stop him for insurance reasons. He wanted to get off. He wanted to go down.
10 metres is high. Hey, now look, Sammy, the reason we got you on...
He'd make a big splash.
We got you on because we are doing our ordinary games. We've got a bunch of suburban legends taking to the diving board. They're going to be going off the Jerry Springer, and they have to create the biggest splash, which is actually the opposite to what you guys need to do at the Olympics. What would be your advice for our competitors?
Oh, it's a tough one because it's hard to create a lot of splash while minimising the pain.
Yes.
So I'd be going for an angle slightly in a pike position, not fully flat.
Right.
To get that.
Is the pike where you're holding your legs up?
Oh.
Is that a pike?
Look, I reckon if we give them no training, that's our best chance of getting the worst entry possible.
Well, we've done that.
Because you want to go kind of starfish. The more body surface that hits the water, the bigger the splash.
First time we're encouraging the move.
Well, I'm looking forward to watching that.
Yeah. Hey, Sam, just quickly, what would be, and I don't want to freak out our competitors today, but what would be the biggest injury you've seen someone sustain in the diving pool?
Look, in my career, I've seen it all. I've personally broken my wrist before from the impact on 10 metre.
Oh.
One night, I missed my hands, and it was when I was young, and my growth plate, broke.
Ouch.
When I hit the water.
Smacking the water.
We see a lot of lower back injuries, a lot of shoulder injuries.
You can also hit the diving board. I've seen people do that.
I was about to say the worst thing you can do is hit the diving board. I've hit the diving board a few times myself. I've got a big scar on my wrist. I hit the back of my head kind of softly once when my knees buckled.
All right.
Okay.
Let's hope none of that happens today.
You know what we need? Those wrist guards you get when you're rollerblading. You know,
Seriously.
Help resist that impact. Because you hit the water at 60 k's an hour from 10 metre. So that's why you see all the athletes taping their wrists or having diving wrist guards.
There's just no way on earth you'd get me on a 10-metre diving board.
All right, Sam Fricker joining us on the air this morning. Hey, Sammy, you're doing a good job on 9, mate. Keep it up.
Well done. We've loved listening to you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
No worries. Okay, I didn't even think about injuries till he said it. I'm not sure our next competitor's still going to want to go ahead. We had a wild card entry overnight, and it's someone you and I both know very well. In fact, everyone listening to the show knows this person, and they're going to be very excited when they hear they put their hand up to hit the diving board.
We're just ordinary people.
The Ordinary Games with Jase and Lauren. Finding the best of us from the rest of us.
We are heading to the pool later on this morning, and we will be recording and filming. I cannot wait to watch this video. Our suburban athletes hitting the springboard, the Jerry Springer, getting airborne and trying to create the biggest splash. That is our event this week in our Ordinary Games.
Yes.
Next week will be Little Leaps, which is adults on baby hurdles.
I mean, there's so many different events now at the Big O.
Yeah.
Maybe these ones will be introduced next. If you can do break dancing, you should be able to do the biggest splash.
The Jerry Springboard isn't as easy or fun as it looks.
No.
Like you bounce, you get airborne. If you bounce on that thing again, you
can't really do a double bounce. You've got to remember you're not at bounce.
No, you're not at the trampoline park.
Trampolining will be in the Olympics next.
You ready for our wildcard entry? It came in overnight. This will be amazing.
Ordinary people.
Contender number 4.
Hey, my name's Lauren. I'm a 40-year-old radio presenter with a competitive spirit. As a proud runner, I love to pound the tan on the weekends and can't wait to get in the pool for the biggest splash. Bring it on, Melbourne.
Good on you, Miss Phillips.
Have you AI'd me?
No, not at all.
Well, I'm not 40, firstly. Secondly,
Mate.
I did that against my will. I'm not going off. I'm not doing it. You
just said it on the tape.
No, well,
you just said on the tape.
That's the wrong person because I'm
not 40 years
40
old.
And I don't
you
pound
just said
the
it.
pavement at the tan.
In fact,
I trot on it.
We've even got
like a slug.
We've got things that didn't make it to air from the recording session.
I feel like Jase is always right about the temperature in the studio. He should be the one who gets to set it every day.
Okay, that sounds like Siri. That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, that was terrible. But the first AI was bang on, wasn't it?
It does.
Do you want to hear it again? It's quite frightening.
Yes, but this is not me. It was
Yes, it
recorded
is.
against my will.
Number 4.
Hey, my name's Lauren. I'm a 40-year-old radio presenter with a competitive spirit. As a proud runner, I love to pound the tan on the weekends and can't wait to get in the pool for the biggest splash. Bring it on, Melbourne.
That's you.
That's scary. Although I would never say as a proud runner. I don't run for no one.
You haven't? Yeah, you didn't do the tan.
Wow, that's freaky.
Isn't it freaky?
Could you AI me into some kind of Victoria's Secret looking model to jump off the Springer?
I am not a miracle worker. Okay.
It's not magic, it's AI.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, I will not be going off for the big bird, the big diving bird.
When Moby, our production guy,
But
brought me
you
that
are.
audio, I was like, that is terrifying that AI can do that. Absolutely terrifying.
I've got another AI issue that I'm going to talk to you about tomorrow, but AI's got involved in my life in another way.
Really?
And it's rattled me.
So anyway, you'll be taking the diving
No,
board
I
now?
won't be. No, I won't be. Unless you can AI me into some kind of Sports Illustrated model, I ain't going off a springboard in my togs today. Oh, look, I would. I'm normally a good sport, but I've hurt my back.
Yeah. Mum's
Conveniently, I threw myself down the stairs this week, so I didn't have to do this.
I can imagine Paul coming home, your partner. What are you doing up there?
Just trying to hurt my back, doll.
Just getting out of work on a Thursday, doll. Turn away. It'll be an insurance job. All right, Cisco at 7:25. Tomorrow we'll bring you all the action from our ordinary games. Let's talk Molly O'Callaghan over in Paddy.
Aussie legend.
One of
Jase.
our swimmers. She picked up gold the other day. Incredible in the pool. We spoke with her brother who went viral.
Go, Molly, go! Come on, Molly! You got this! Come on, Molly!
So that was her brother Matt watching her win her 200-metre freestyle. She also won a gold in the 4x100-metre freestyle. This morning, our time, she's taken to the pool for the 100-metre freestyle. She finished 4th, which is still amazing. She's 20 years old. She spoke to Channel 9 earlier, though.
Feeling very disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. I've built up to this moment, but at the end of the day there's nothing I do. I got into an Olympic final for the 100 freestyle and it was gonna be hard, but I'm very proud of myself. I got to this stage. I was very nervous, I was tired coming off that 200. I haven't really had any sleep. I was just really nervous and I felt like there was a lot of expectations on this one, especially on me to try and back up and be like Emma.
She missed that medal by 0.01 of a second. She said she's disappointed.
0.01 of a second. She
Yes.
should still be bloody proud of herself.
Bloody proud, as we are, and I know no one will be prouder than her big brother, Matt. Good morning.
Matty!
Hey, morning, guys. How are you?
Good.
Early morning in Brisbane again, yes, today, mate?
Yeah, another freezing early morning, but I'm still a very proud brother, that's for sure.
How did you go? Because we saw the video of you watching her in the 200-metre, and I thought you were going to blow a blood vessel in your eyeballs screaming. Were you in the same boat this morning?
Well, my wife told me when we woke up, she told me, just shut up today. Be a bit quiet because we're at home. I had to be mindful of the neighbours. But I woke up for the race, fell asleep, and my wife just woke me up just in time for it again. So lucky I even seen it. But I watched it. I was still cheering on, but a bit more quiet. And look, I'm super proud of her. I'm happy with everything she's done because I know she gave it everything. And, it wasn't what she wanted, but look, she's 20 years old. there's another race coming up, she will do it.
Exactly. Hey, Maddie, she mentioned there on the audio from Channel 9 that she was exhausted from the backstroke. Have you had a chance to chat with her? Because that race would have taken it out of her.
No, I haven't had a chance to chat to her. She's just been super busy. I've been speaking with my mum, Tony, who's in Paris, and it's just been a bit hard to speak to Molly. She's just doing everything she has to do, so I'm just going to give her space for that reason, but yeah.
Well, it sounds like she's very much keeping a lid on it. I know when she won her first gold, she was sort of like, no, I'm still in the middle of the meet. I've got so much more to do. So does she have one more race?
She'll have a women's relay coming up. I'm not quite sure on the date and time, but I'll definitely find out. Mum will tell me.
Yeah, Mum will keep you in the loop.
I have a lot of confidence in that because our women's relay team, look, I'm not being biased, but we're the best in the world.
We are.
We are.
And you're allowed to be biased, by the way.
Yeah, and look, I want to get you on today just to confirm we are still on for Peking Duck at Sunnybank Plaza Shopping Centre to celebrate her return.
Mate, we are still on for that. Don't you worry about that. We're still doing that.
Nothing says gold medal like a lazy Susan.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Hey, Matt,
we'll get the gold medal of eating, mate.
Hey, one thing we love, I love these 2 weeks. They're so special, and seeing these athletes perform is just extraordinary to watch. But watching the families celebrate and watching the country get behind them is so special. Have you felt that? Have you felt that surge of energy from Australia supporting your family and your sister?
I really have. I'm just so thankful for everybody in Australia, to all my friends who've been messaging me, everyone in Australia. I've just been they say you shouldn't read comments, but I've been reading them, and everyone's just been lovely.
You know what?
The support, I'm feeling it, you know?
You hit the nail on the head there. Social media comments around the games have actually been really positive and feel good.
It's been awesome. And you know what?
Really have.
She's a dual Olympic champion already. She's 4th fastest in the world at the 100 metres. That is nothing to sneeze at. She's still got another race to go. Good luck, Matt.
Oh, mate, I can't wait. I can't wait to watch it. And look, I'm just going to say this while I can. When she was on the podium with Ariana Titmus, they should make a statue of them two hugging each other on the podium, because that's an amazing Photoshop right there.
Yeah, and it was an amazing Olympic moment. It was an amazing Australian moment.
There needs to be a statue of them two girls together on the podium, honestly. But yeah, I'm super proud of Molly, and I can't wait for the next race.
You know what? I'm going down to Plaster Funhouse. I'm going to start making that
let's make one.
Yeah.
We'll bring it to Family Chinese, and we'll put it on the Lazy Susan. That
would be perfect. I'm up for that.
Thanks so much for joining us, Matt. We can't wait to see you win a gold medal in eating fried rice while your sister tries to win another one. Molly O'Callaghan's brother there.
I'll get you multiple medals for that.
God, he's a cracker, isn't he? Hey, it's just gone 20 to 8. More on the games in Paris after 8 o'clock this morning when we cross to our very own Clint Stefanovic.
How you going, bro?
Sorry, I'm having an absolute shocker this morning.
Clint Stanaway, who's in Paris. He's actually been at the pool. Carl Chalmers just got a silver medal.
Sorry, everyone else at Channel 9's related to Carl. I just put Clint in there as well. Oh, she is a cold one this morning, Melbourne. Currently 1 degree.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that means, because we know it's colder when there's no cloud cover, so we might have blue skies today. Actually, the winter sun yesterday, it was cold, but I went for a walk in the afternoon and it was so nice. The blue skies.
Bayside to be copping it. The wind coming off the water.
Is it windy out there?
Well, I don't know. I'm rough side of the Nepean now. I moved.
Well, it might not be windy.
I'm inland. More man of the people.
Okay, Melbourne, can I tell you something that Jase has been talking about all week?
Yeah. Man of the people, don't buy those. Man of the people.
Jase all week has been showing me photos and talking to me about what I'm calling his midlife crisis purchase. He wants to buy an electric bike, which is cool. But some of them he showed me look like motorbikes, but they're pedal bikes. And I said, just get a motorbike if you're going to do that. So he wants to get an electric push bike. And now he's looking at a tan leather electric push bike.
With the fat wheels.
With the fat wheels. I think you should go all black. But if you see him on the Nepean on his electric push bike, Melbourne, please take a photo and send it to me.
You didn't like the one with the tan seat. Lauren goes, you look like you need to be wearing a fossil watch and have a satchel.
But also the black one looks like you need to put an esky on the back and some of those gloves and start delivering people's Uber Eats.
Oh, the big hand gloves, I mean.
The mittens.
Oh my God, I will look like an Uber Eats driver.
Slide into our DMs if you are an electric bike rider and you would like to stand up for the electric bike riders of Melbourne. But if I see you accidentally
we could start a gang.
If I see you, if I see you accidentally lost in the Burnley Tunnel on your electric push bike because you've been following your GPS, that'll
with a
do
pad
me.
tie strapped to the back.
Pushing it back up the hill.
On the way to someone's house.
I think it suits you. I think you should do it. Especially on these 1 degree mornings.
That was an off-air conversation. Hey,
I think it's good for you.
Shut up.
Okay, this will be no surprise to Melburnians, but an expat from Germany who now lives in Melbourne is having a whinge about Melbourne potentially being the most miserable city in the country.
Oh, shut up.
I mean, he's from Germany. He grew up in sub-zero temperatures, but he wants to know, is this as bad as it gets down under? It's cold, gusty winds and non-stop raining.
Okay, look, we're
wondering, can it be even more miserable or is this peak misery in Australia? Hey, I don't even know this guy's name, and if I did, I wouldn't say it.
We're in the peak of the crap part. Let's be
also,
honest. We're in the peak of winter.
We know it's cold. We rug up.
Exactly.
Like, that is why the Melbourne uniform is puffer coats and beanies and Lululemon leggings with socks pulled up over the top so our ankles don't get cold these days.
To be honest, growing up on the mean streets of Brisbane, dressing only in whatever was in the Colorado catalogue, whenever I...
That was back in your sandals day.
Oh, trying to get my cankles into those boat shoes. When I would visit Melbourne, it did look a little bit morbid and everyone was wearing black and it was like everyone was going to a funeral.
Yeah, but we love it. It's black stylish. Sorry, you go to Queensland. What are you getting around in? Hawaiian shirts.
Wait. I've drunk
multicoloured thongs.
I've drunk the Kool-Aid, doll. I love it.
You are dressed head to toe in black, my little Queensland friend. My fiance is the same. He's a Queenslander. And if I had $1 for every time he talked about the weather, in fact, you've done it this morning about 65 times, I would be living in Buckingham Palace.
Melbourne is beautiful.
But it's cold.
There are some.
But You could be in Tasmania.
There are some areas that
You could be in the UK.
Like now that I've moved out of Hampton East, right? I would love the Bayside Council to go shove a water meter up there. I was not a fan of living in that area when it comes to the council. Remember they put bin stickers on my bins all the time because I wasn't recycling properly?
Yeah, but that's happening everywhere.
You go down to the beach.
What was the worst thing about living Bayside then? I can't imagine there's many bad things.
It was
living in those
downhill
rich
to the
suburbs.
beach, but uphill back to Hampton East. Everything was up, like Hampton East was
that's
uphill.
why you want an electric bike.
Yes.
Because you're so puffed walking up the hill.
And meth coals on Bluff Road.
Oh, you hated it?
That needs a reno.
Yeah.
Remember I was there one night and they surrounded this lady because they were like, ma'am, we know you're stealing a chicken. And she opened a handbag and she pulled out a roast chicken, but she'd taken it out of the plastic bag.
No, she hadn't. With the juice?
She'd taken it out of the plastic bag and put the juicy chicken straight in her handbag. And they're like, ma'am, we know you took that out of the little Bay Marine. She's like, no, man, this is my chicken. And she was claiming that she walks around with her. Yeah. Meth coals used to freak me out.
You might as well just eat it while you're in there.
I think she was having a little gnaw.
Oh. That was the worst thing about your suburb, you reckon?
Yeah. What's the worst thing about yours?
Oh, just the parking inspector in my street. I swear he has CCTV on our street.
Well, you know,
you could go inside someone's house to get a permit to walk back outside and put on your car. Already done it.
Oh.
He gave the Coles delivery driver
a
parking fine the other day while he was putting food on people's front doorsteps.
No, you can't do that. In
No,
a
you
little
can't.
Coles truck?
Yeah.
No.
He did it. He did it. I saw it with my own eyes.
No, come on.
And the street WhatsApp went ballistic because
poor
we
Coles
support delivery drivers.
Yeah, the poor Coles delivery driver. Like, he's got to find a spot, then back the truck and get... No.
Even the fact he got a spot was good enough in our street.
That's
but he got one and got a fine. I mean, he would get it bad. Like, it would be...
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I hate about my suburb, that guy.
You know what we should do? Let's go down to Autobarn, buy a wheel clamp, and let's clamp the park inspector's car while he's walking up the street.
He parks in a no standing zone sometimes, and I'm like, dude, you can't do that.
Exactly.
They're no standing for safety. I can't see around the corner now.
Yep. So when I see
So do you think I should make a homemade parking fine and put it on
we'll just go to
his
Autobarn or Super Cheap. We'll go down to Super Cheap
I
and get
don't
one
think
done.
you can buy tyre clamps.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely.
Only the sheriffs have them.
No, you can buy them.
Can you? I don't think you... What? You can't just go around clamping people's tyres willy-nilly.
Put in wheel clamp. Have you got the internet? Put in wheel clamp.
Do I have the internet? Oh, no. Let me get out my Nokia 3210 and play Snake. Hang on.
Put in wheel clamp.
Super cheap auto.
Yeah.
Super.
Hey, while Lauren's doing
cheap.
that and using the internet, 13 24 10, what's the worst thing about your suburb? Everyone's got some great stuff in their area. But what's the worst?
Oh, you can. What do you need that for?
I told you could
Unless you're the sheriff, why should anyone... That should be illegal.
13.
That's not funny. Imagine if someone clamped your tyre.
13 24 10.
Oh, you're not meant to do it on other people's cars. It's to deter thieves from stealing your car.
Or if you've got a trailer.
That's a great idea.
13 24 10. What a roller coaster. What's the worst thing about your suburb, Melbourne?
We are asking what is the worst thing about your suburb. There's plenty of people who love where they live, but there's one thing they'd change. Maybe they hate where they live and they'd change a whole amount of things.
So far, haven't found anything. Oh, no, I have.
What? Oh, and then you've just moved to a new suburb.
Just moved to Bentley. The pubs start dinner service quite late.
Oh, that's no good.
Like Bentley RSL, kitchen ain't open till 5:30.
Sorry. Hang on.
I'm not done. East Boundary Hotel, 5 p.m.
What time would you like dinner?
4:30.
No, that's late lunch. I'm an early dinner.
No, but like that way you can do school pickup, take them to the pub, go
for dinner.
Yeah,
dinner at 5.
You know what I mean? Like we're eating.
Anything
at 5.
before 5 isn't dinner.
No, but you're eating at 5. You can order at 4:30.
No, that's a you problem. That's not a suburb problem. Some restaurants, some kitchens don't open till 6 for dinner.
That's supper.
No, that's ridiculous. You don't mean that, surely.
100%, I mean it.
Oh no, your kids are eating it grilled for the rest of their lives. Then no restaurant is open for dinner at 4:30.
The Sandy Hotel had a bar menu in the afternoon. Like, at least you could get some chips and nuggets.
That's not the dinner menu. That's different.
But
that's a big boy's hungry menu.
Big boy hungry. Let's go to
Kelly and
Rye.
Rye.
No, I love Rye.
I love Rye. There's nothing wrong with Rye,
How
is there?
dare you, Kelly?
I love Rye too. It's a great place to live. But in winter, the potholes are a nightmare. All the local Facebook groups are warning everyone about where the potholes are because people are popping tyres.
Oh, all right. We've got to get the council onto that, Kelly. Fill in the potholes,
in
will
the
you?
summer,
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. In the summer, then you can't go anywhere because of all the tourists.
Yeah, see, I've never been in Rye during summer holidays, and all the locals tell me, don't, mate. You'll hate it. It takes you 4 days to get from Rye to Sorrento.
Yeah, but everyone loves it in summer. And they should make enough money over summer to fix the potholes in winter for those tourists like me who like to go down there during summer. Won't somebody think of the tourists?
Think of the tourists.
With their hire cars that are popping their tyres.
Lilydale, let's head that way. Erica, what's bad about it?
I'm exactly the same with Rye as the meter potholes. I've ripped off 2 tyres and had to replace a mag wheel as well.
Why do I feel like we're doing talkback radio at the moment?
It's turned into a council meeting.
Yeah.
Now, Lilydale is at the base of Mount Dandenong, is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
And then they'll do those patch fixes, and then you get 1 day worth of rain and the
Gone.
potholes back again.
Yeah. What sort of car are you driving around there, Erica? Are you in a four-wheel drive or a sedan?
Oh, just a little hatchback.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I did change my first tyre at 49 years old, so I'm super proud of myself in a way.
Yes,
Good on
Queen.
you.
Yes,
Good on you.
Queen.
Thanks
Get
for-
it.
Thanks for calling
I wouldn't
the
know how
open
to
line.
change a tyre, would you?
I've changed one. It's a lot of work.
And then you get the little
You ring the RSCV.
the
man,
little
he rocks
embarrassing
up.
tyre, the tyre of shame.
Oh, the tyre of shame. Don't go over 80.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that when I had my tyre of shame on.
Let's go to Brooke in
Nearly blew
Clyde.
it clean off on the freeway.
13 24 10, the open line to win you back your suburb.
What's wrong with Clyde, Brooke?
Morning, guys. How are you?
We're
Doing
good.
well.
Morning.
That's good. Clyde, it has no reception.
Oh, you're in a black
horrible.
hole. Is that what they call
Yeah.
it? Oh, no
We
phone
get-
or internet or both?
We have good internet, but phone reception, we literally have to stand on our driveway to get 1 bar to make a phone call.
Sounds pretty clear to me.
That is so
That's
annoying.
because I'm actually on the way to the airport. I'm heading to Brisbane.
Oh.
She's leaving. She hates Clyde so much.
I do.
She's leaving.
She's leaving.
I'll tell you what, the reception in Tullamarine is pretty good, though.
That's very good. Many phone towers.
How's this? The reception at my new house, amazing out the back, terrible out the front. So
That's weird, isn't
I know.
it?
So if I get a phone call I don't really want to be on, I walk down the hallway towards the front of the house,
But
and you
Jase,
get me dropping
no,
out.
This is the stuff because now I'll be like, Jase, walk to the backyard. I know what you're doing.
I can hear you walking down the hallway.
I need to talk to you about this.
I can hear the hallway. I can hear the echo. You
Get
walking
off the
towards the front.
street and get near the pool. Down the back. Swan around in the pool and you'll be able to hear me.
Let's go to Maddie in Anglesey. Maddie, what's the go with your suburb? What's bad about it?
Hello, guys. It's like Summer Bay. So everyone knows everything about everyone.
Anglesey is a bit like Summer Bay.
Is everyone sleeping together? Because that happens a lot on Home and Away.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that can happen, yeah.
Yeah. Have you got an old grumpy guy like Alf Stewart?
Yeah, we do. We do. We would say he's the guy from the local IGA. He's been running it for years.
There's always one. And then when you need a breakaway, do you go to the next suburb, like Torquay for the day?
That's funny.
Oh, yeah. No, it's got small town syndrome. Byron Bay was a bit like that when I was living up there.
Yeah, see, the station we used to work at reminded me of The Office.
That had more problems than a couple of potholes, Jase.
Today's question is gettable, and it will absolutely do your head in today.
Do you think?
The 5K
It's not a trick question.
It's not a trick question.
Very straightforward question.
Very straightforward question. But
Half
you'll be like,
of the producers knew.
yeah, that's the thing.
They guessed it.
Yeah.
Straight away. All right, let's do it.
You know what? Maybe Jacinta won't go the 5K question. Good morning.
Morning, Jacinta.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
We are good.
What do you do for a crust?
I'm a primary school teacher.
Oh,
good
you
one.
should know the 5K question. Congratulations as well. I believe you two have a fiancé.
I do, yes.
How's the wedding planning going?
Good, stressful.
Yeah, it's stressful, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see if we can win you some cash, not for your wedding, but maybe for your hen's party. Would you like to go an easy question for $50? Won't buy much at the hen's party. $500 for a medium question or a hard question for $5,000.
I'll go the $5,000.
Ooh, that's an expensive stripper.
$5,000.
Okay, here's the go. We will give you the question. You will have 3 seconds to answer.
Okay.
Jacinta?
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Yeah, I know. So am I. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready, yep.
I get nervous at this time every morning for our callers. Okay.
What year do you teach?
Prep.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I was going to say the grade 6s would have a field day with you if you don't get this.
All right, Jacinta from Greensboro for $5,000. How many dots are on a standard 6-sided dice?
3, 2, 1.
Did you have a guess? I didn't hear a guess. No. So there's obviously.
What was her guess?
I think she just
No.
went, uh-oh. So there is obviously a side with 1, a side with 2, which is 3, plus another 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 6 is 21.
Oh, I said 20.
Oh, you did say 20?
Yeah.
Oh, you were so close.
I'll tell you what.
21. Isn't that just so annoying? It's so obvious, but it's just like panic.
You know what? School teachers do an amazing job. You deserve a break. So what do I hook you up with? I'll tell you what. How about a $200 Kogan voucher?
Thank you so much.
No worries. Kogan.com helps you get what you want for less. Kogan.com. Now that is clicking awesome. You can go at, what's that look for? What's that look for?
You just run your own race.
What do you mean? I just treat
So
the teacher.
we've got some great little gifts we could have given her there, and our producers sent through a message saying, give her the QT rooftop bar voucher, or the other one was, give her the grilled voucher, and you went, you know what? I'm going to give her a Kogan voucher.
I like Kogan.
We love Kogan's great.
Kogan's got some great stuff.
I just love that you just do whatever you want.
You know, I can't read. I see these things flash up on the screen. I don't know.
Do you want to swap, Jacinta? Do you want the QT voucher or the Kogan voucher?
I don't mind. I'm happy with anything.
Oh, see, there you go.
I love you.
Not picky. Thank you, Lauren. I love you too.
Not you.
Oh, sorry. It is just gone 20
I'll
past.
take the QT rooftop voucher.
Not the day to forget the kids' jumpers.
No, it's going to be chilly. Hopefully the sun comes out, though, which will be nice.
My kids' school's got scarves. It's cool. It's like they're supporting a footy team.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think we had scarves.
And the beanies.
Oh, no, I just wore a plain black scarf.
Yeah, right.
I think we're allowed plain black.
Do they ever measure your skirts?
No.
To make sure they weren't, you know what I mean? Like, remember
No.
old school? Yeah.
I mean, we used to roll them up, though, to make them shorter. So even if we had a meeting with the principal, you just roll it down and it'd look longer.
You know, my wife said, Lou said at her school, she went to like a ladies' college in Sydney.
Did you have to kneel? My mum used to have to do that, I think. Get on, like kneel down so your skirt touched the...
No, they used to have a teacher check the underwear to make sure it was school underwear.
I think that might be a bigger conversation. Not here.
That was 20 years ago.
Still.
Things have changed.
I reckon that might be another conversation for another time.
Yeah.
A bigger conversation.
Bigger conversation.
At the ladies' college in Sydney.
I don't think that's right, Dom.
No, that's not right. At all, actually. Anyway, let's park that, but we will talk about it later. Jase.
Yes.
I need some advice from you that I need to pass on to someone because I want to give some advice to my brother.
Oh, Bowen.
But as a woman with no children and a sausage dog, I don't think I'm equipped to give this advice. So I don't want to go into the conversation without being armed with the right tools. You know that feeling when you know you want to have a conversation?
How old's Bo's baby now?
That's a good. She was born in December, so nearly 8 months.
We had some baby clothing dropped off yesterday.
Oh, my God. I said to him, your influencer child is being sent packages to my workplace now. Super cute. Cinnamon baby outfits, little pink tracksuit. Oh. I want one in adult size.
Yeah, Lauren and I want to get matching ones in adult size.
We thought we might do a photo shoot with my niece and your son, but we'd be in the giant version of the baby clothes.
Don't know how Cinnamon Baby feel about that, but let us know.
You're going to need a lot of fabric, guys.
We're going to need a new manufacturer.
Anyway, they are taking baby Cece on her first overseas holiday.
Don't do it.
And as a fellow passenger on a plane where I've sat next to people with babies, I want to give him a lecture about not disrupting other passengers.
No. I feel for anybody who has to take a...
But then there's times when I'm like, well, there were things you could have done perhaps to help the situation.
Okay, here's the go. How old again, sorry?
She's only 7 months.
See, now's probably... Is she crawling?
No.
Now's the time.
She rolls over like a little potato and gets stuck sometimes.
Yeah, she can do that in the aisle.
So I think she'll be fine.
Now's the window. The minute they start crawling, do not leave your suburb. It's not worth it. It is not worth it.
Okay, so they're in the safe zone.
We took Archie to Fiji. It was like being on a plane with a terrorist. It wasn't like, honestly.
No one likes that.
I thought he was going to bring it down. Like, honestly.
Because, I mean, she's too little. She can't, she doesn't watch iPads and things. Yeah, she'll just sleep and drink milk, I guess. Do they drink milk? Water? What do they have that age?
It depends. They serve those little bottles of whiskey on the plane. Oh, are you talking about what the baby has? Or what the...
Well, what advice should I give him? Because one of my friends was like, tell him he's got to take at least 5 outfits on the plane.
Yes.
For the kid.
Hang on, 5 outfits for the kid.
And for mum, because...
Yes, and dad.
And dad, because the baby spews on
exactly.
you non-stop.
We would have a backpack. We'd have a spare change of outfits for all of us. I take those little... those toys that have a suction cap, and I stick them on the seat so at least the kid can spin.
Oh, toys with suction caps.
Sticker books are good.
No, she's 7 months old. She can't even roll over. I don't think she needs a sticker book.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I feel like that's a bit advanced, isn't it?
It is a little bit. Snacks.
Okay. Snacks.
Lots of snacks because I get hungry.
She's just started eating. I was like, what?
Lots of snacks.
Don't you just give it milk?
No. You want
a bottle?
No, you want something they can gum on as well.
Oh, she's teething.
And if they've got a kid, they can't afford the $90 pretzels and Pringles.
Okay.
This is the big one.
Yeah.
This is the big one. Flight time. You want to time it so it works with the baby's sleep. But
like an overnight flight.
No. Like if there's day sleeps, don't do overnight. Day sleeps.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, say if the baby normally goes to sleep at 11, you want to be getting like a 10 o'clock, 9:30 flight.
Oh, so baby gets on.
Has
a little wee,
and then
look at the clouds, and then out.
But
why wouldn't you just do an overnight flight? Doesn't the baby sleep overnight?
Yeah, but it might not. And then all of a sudden you got the baby up and you've been up overnight.
Oh,
and
yuck.
You need to take into account flight delay. If they go, the flight's delayed 2 hours, you're now getting on at peak sleep time.
Right, because when we flew home, there was like a 4-hour delay, and I was angry and over it.
Yep.
And I was watching these families with like 3-year-old toddlers for 4 hours running around the airport.
When I see, those stories you hear where like the plane's grounded and they're not letting people off,
and they're stuck on the plane with
for like 4
toddler.
hours and stuff. Oh,
how? Melbourne, I know this has happened to plenty of you. 13 24 10. How do you travel with kids? What do you do?
You don't.
Because I sat next to a kid and the parents pulled out the iPad and I was like, smart. The kid's just going to watch the iPad. But they didn't have headphones. And it watched it on loud, and I had to listen to me, all these weird noises. I was like, what?
That's a great show.
With the headphones on.
I even packed 2 sets of headphones. Just keep cheap Kmart ones because the kids will pull the cable and break it. You got to be ready.
Yeah.
I'm like MacGyver on a plane, mate. Honestly.
13 24 10 is our number. Have you had a nightmare travelling with a kid?
Yeah.
Or do you have advice for people going on holidays?
Don't do it.
With babies and toddlers.
Don't leave the suburb.
What do you do? What about those because I'm on some random social media pages and there's some blow-up thing you put under the chair that makes the chair into a bed for a kid. And I was
it's like business class for a kid.
What about me? Can I use that?
No, you can't. You'd be blocking the exit.
Oh, yes.
You're not letting anyone out if there's a fire.
No.
Where are they going?
Fiji. Bulla. 5 hours?
Oh, yep.
5 hours.
About 4.5.
I've been told that's a good entry-level overseas holiday
great
for a baby.
entry level, and you got the beautiful Fijian nannies there waiting for you.
I think that was one of the selling points.
And then you try and convince them to leave their family and come back home with you. 13 24 10 is our number. We want to know. Lauren's asked, how do you travel with kids?
Yes. What do you do? Like, I've got a lot of friends planning first holidays. My brother's about to go on the first holiday with my niece. How do you do it? What are the tips and tricks, and what's gone wrong when you've travelled with little ones?
Do you know what I used to do? The team will love this. We used to live in New Zealand for a couple of years, right?
Yeah.
And when it would hit the radio holidays, everyone would bugger off to Bali.
Yeah.
I would encourage our producing team.
New Zealand's a long way from Bali.
I
Why
know.
wouldn't you go to Fiji?
I know. I would encourage our producing team to book the same flight, and then that way,
nannies.
I'd pass the kids around to the team.
Yes. Well, when we took Sienna the baby to Byron, my brother and sister-in-law were like, terrific, babysitters. And I sat with the baby the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. Were you laying in that baby sleep carrier thing?
Yeah, I was in the
front?
console at the front.
Yeah, legs in the air.
13 24 10 is our number. What happened travelling with kids?
Hey, coming up after 8:30, we're crossing to Paddy. Clint is over there with the latest on the games. This is Third Eye Blind. Good morning. Let's get airborne.
We're going to the skies. I am asking for advice on 13 24 10 for travelling with children and babies.
Don't leave the house.
Yeah, there's all sorts of travel nightmares trying to go overseas with little ones. And Melbourne, I'd like your advice. My brother's about to take his little niece on a holiday, and I want to give him some advice.
You know what he should get?
Not his niece, sorry. My niece, his child. We call her the potato because that's pretty much what she looks like.
Is that what your family refers to as, the potato?
Just me and Paul. But to them, that's fine, isn't it? She just looks like a little potato.
I don't know. Yeah.
Like she can hardly put her arms by her
I
sides
know,
now.
but I don't know if parents would like their child referred to as a potato.
Okay. I'll take that on board.
Yeah. Have you seen the suitcases you can get now?
Where they sit on them and ride?
Yeah, and there's a little harness.
And you pull them through the airport?
Yeah. You're a fan of a harness. You'd love it.
I'd like that in a big person size.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the phones.
Karen from Beaconsfield. What must they have when travelling with children?
Valium.
No, this might be a bit old for your niece, but it's the absolute best.
Yeah.
My kids are 17 and 23 now, so they're a bit older, but we used to always travel. When they were younger, we'd always take 2 fly swats that you get from a $2 shop.
Oh, yeah.
And some deflated balloons. And we'd play balloon tennis at the terminals.
Oh, so in the airport, not on the plane.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, not on the plane.
No.
In the
I was about to say, I don't think you can be doing that across the bloody...
Oh, yeah, it's like tennis, like table tennis.
Yeah, that's not bad. Deflated balloon too. That's the key.
Like half blown up. Is
No,
that what that
just
means?
deflated, not blown up.
You're not playing balloon tennis with a limp balloon. No, she's saying you just don't blow it up before you leave the house. And then you blow it up a little bit.
Oh, right.
You think she's playing tennis just with a limp balloon?
That's what I thought, yeah.
Surely not. Can we clarify that?
Yeah. Karen, can you just go into more detail on the inflation of the balloon, please?
Do you inflate the balloon?
No, take it to the airport totally deflated.
Yeah.
And then blow it up at the airport.
Yeah, blow it up once you're through.
You know what's really good? Do it with helium. And then they're just trying to get to it all morning. You see them sitting there trying to wave their funny little hands trying to get to that
Yeah,
balloon.
no, you blow it up once you go through security so you don't have to explain what's going on there.
Gotcha.
All right, Cassandra in Safety Beach. What happened to you travelling with little ones?
So I travelled with 4 children back from LA.
Oh, how many adults?
2 adults.
2 adults. So you're outnumbered already.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so our flight was delayed by 2 hours, and those LA flights were already at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So got on the plane, another 2 hours just sitting there.
Oh.
And then we taxied, and got told, okay, there's a problem with the jump seat. So then we sat on the tarmac for 4 hours and then we taxied back, and at 3 a.m. they cancelled the flight.
Oh.
So we had to wake all the kids up, and my 9-year-old twins were like, oh my God, we've made it home, and we slept the whole way. And I'm like, no, we haven't
Oh my gosh, you haven't
I'm
even.
sorry.
How old were the kids at the time, Cassandra?
So 9-year-old
So
twins.
Well, yeah, they're 9 now, but yeah, they were 8. I had an 18-month-old and a 6-year-old.
See, I know, like that. I get so angry with airlines. You don't need 4 hours to determine whether you're going to fix the problem.
Yeah, you do, because they try and fix it. And also,
Well, then
you
let
don't
everyone
want a
off.
plane. You don't want a plane going if it's not safe.
No, I agree with that, but let everyone off.
Look, I'm a big fan of the aviation industry, and I think they do what is best for the safety of the aircraft at all times.
Okay,
But it is frustrating.
Well, you know what? In your little voice over there where you sound like a flight attendant, why don't you tell Cassandra that at 3 a.m. in the morning when she's got the kids
No
hanging
thanks.
off her?
I wouldn't want to be a flight attendant on that plane. The flight attendants would have been tearing their hair out as well, being like, "What? We've got all these kids and families.
Tell you
what
what,
are we
if I was
doing?"
on that, I would have just bloody hit that emergency door and slid down that slide.
I would have been handing out margaritas on the plane for the parents.
Lisa.
Have a wine.
Lisa.
Have a Zonzo estate on me. We're going back to us. That's the Australian way.
And that's the worst bit. Lisa, you'll be able to confirm this. She's in Doreen. She's a flight attendant. If you're sitting on the tarmac for 4 hours, that drinks trolley's not coming out, is it?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh!
We're
It
actually
just gets
literally
worse.
not allowed to, as much as we would love to.
Ah.
Yeah, no.
What about in
No,
first
can't.
class? Do they get it?
No, look, they'll get some drinks hand run.
Of
Yeah.
course, of
But,
course
yeah,
they
you
will.
Can't bring a
out any
trolley.
cart.
No.
Yeah, no.
Lisa,
No.
what advice do you have for parents travelling with little ones?
Well, yes, as a flight attendant who does have kids, don't travel without food.
Yeah.
Just pack a lunchbox full of food and snacks for if there is a delay, they've got something. If the food on the plane isn't what they like, they've got something.
Yeah.
And kids from like the ages of 4 up love being responsible for their own stuff. So if you've got a little backpack for them, give them their snacks in there. Give them, if you want their iPad, a colouring in book, Play-Doh.
Activities.
Kids love playing with Play-Doh. Yeah, just all that
Play-Doh
sort of
on a
stuff. And then they
plane.
can-
Oh,
Surely that gets mushed in the
I
carpet
don't allow
and in between
Play-Doh
the
in the
seats.
house. I'm surprised you allow it on the plane.
You know what? The safety card, put that on the tray table and play with the Play-Doh on that, and it comes straight off.
Oh, that is a good tip, Lisa.
Remember I told you, I don't know
Great
what
tip.
airline you work for, Lisa, but remember I was telling you at Etihad. We got Etihad flights one day and they have a nanny on board.
No, they don't.
They no, they do.
They don't.
They do.
What? And they send the kids to a creche? And what do they do? Okay, kids, there's some turbulence coming. Quick, buckle up. Run back to your parents and buckle up.
No, they'd make that again.
What does the nanny do?
No. So like there's one flight attendant on the Etihad plane.
You must have been flying in first class.
Mate, I wasn't. I was in economy. And then basically
There's one nanny for every kid in economy.
There's just one flight attendant and their job is to like take the kids away. Just like
Take them to where?
I don't care.
The jungle gym in the cargo hold.
They could be down there doing whatever, making sneakers. I don't care. No.
Like a sweatshop.
No. Oh, here we are. We've landed in LA and here's your new Jordans.
Here's your new Nikes.
No.
What did the nanny do?
She just
and how old does the nanny deal with?
She just took them away for like 10 minutes so we could eat our meal. And then she brings it back and then she brings
Goes
the
to
child
the next
back.
aisle?
Yeah, no, and then goes and gets the next kid.
But everyone's eating at the same time.
Well, not on that flight. You know, just to give parents...
There's like 400 people on a plane.
Yeah, but just
Can we go back to Lisa, the flight attendant? Lisa, have you ever heard of
Yeah.
such a thing?
No, not an actual nanny. However, sometimes some of us will just grab the kid and,
Help.
have a little play or give the parents a couple of minutes or let them, go to the toilet.
It's a thing.
You just cut Lisa off?
No, she
Because
dropped
she wasn't
out.
agreeing with you.
She dropped out.
There's no way Etihad has
Google,
nannies on board.
Google now. Oh, wait.
Okay.
We got nowhere to be.
Well, that's actually true. We don't have any. If anyone is an Etihad flight attendant, please call us 13 24 10 and confirm. So what am I Googling?
If you Google Etihad, have on board nanny.
On board nannies.
Nanny.
Hang on.
Oh.
Etihad Airways. It ensures hassle-free travel for both you and your kids.
This is going to hurt.
Etihad Airways.
Into the microphone.
flying-
Into the microphone.
Well.
Into the microphone.
Excuse me. Etihad Airways flying nannies like the flying doctors, but
Yes.
flying nannies are special cabin crew members certified by Norland College in the UK. It is where Etihad cabin crew members have been trained in
Hard being
childcare and
right.
certificate.
It is hard being right.
Hang on. TripAdvisor. Nanny on board equals joke on board. Hang on.
Bianca's called through. Morning, Bianca.
Morning, guys. How are you?
We're good. Can you confirm the Etihad nanny rumour?
Jase, you're right. It's called a Sky Nanny, but it's Emirates, not Etihad.
Oh, no. Well, Etihad, maybe they've both got them.
They both got them.
Because the
there you go.
Well,
I
Etihad,
know on Emirates, it's called a Sky Nanny.
and Etihad has nannies of the sky.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't believe there's a creche in the cargo
Flying
hold,
nannies,
though.
they call it. Sorry, flying
Yeah.
flying nanny.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm a flying nanny.
Yeah.
Could I take your child for... But where did the kids go?
Who cares? We are here in Melbourne, but our boy Clint Stanaway is in Paris.
J'aime plus Paris.
And he joins us this morning. G'day, Clint.
I saw it was 1 degree there, Lottie, and you were shivering a little bit.
It is cold in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Well and truly after midnight here, and it's 24 degrees still. It's one of the hottest days of the year here.
Oh.
But what about some of the results? Bit sad.
Well, a bit sad, except I was watching the BMX, Clint, and I'm a new fan of BMX,
Oh,
and we
gosh.
won a bronze, and I loved it. I was screaming at the screen.
Are you going to head out to the BMX track to pull a few? What do you do? A few
No,
ollies?
absolutely
ollies?
not. It was so gnarly and dangerous. I'm not doing that.
Did you just use the word gnarly?
Yeah, because the commentators are saying it. Yeah, because I'm cool.
But hey, there was a gold lining though at the Rapids. Jess Fox became the most successful Australian paddler of all time in Olympic history. In fact,
Lottie's got a bit of a girl crush on her.
I've got a big girl crush on Jess
she's
Fox.
so good, and she's so marketable, isn't she?
Isn't she? She's a babe too. What a legend. We love her.
I also went to the swimming and watched the French just fawn over Leon Marchand, who is a national hero here. What a night that was at the pool.
He's a bit of an icon over
Hang
there.
on,
isn't
hang
he?
on, hang on, hang on,
Kyle
hang on.
Chalmers got a silver.
I know, hang on. So were you in the swimming complex when Molly O'Callaghan
Yeah.
swam?
Yeah.
Clint, you are a bad
The
omen.
bad luck is following me everywhere.
Get out of there.
Well, she is a dual Olympic champion already, so we'll give her that. We spoke to her brother earlier, and he was just saying how proud he is of her.
Oh, he's a legend. She's a legend. Speaking of legends, got a little surprise for you here on Nova. Just ventured into the middle of Paris, and I've stumbled across the one, the only, Harry Garside. Do you want me to put him on?
yes.
All right. Send my love. I'll speak to you soon, but here's Harry.
Okay, wee.
Wee.
Hey, Jase. Hey, Lauren.
Harry Garside, you have...
A legend.
Well, you already won our hearts, but my gosh, we were all with you this week.
Yeah, it's been one of those weeks, a lot of ups and downs, and a bit anticlimactic for myself. But it's been really nice to spend some time with my parents who are over here in Paris with me at the moment, and just try my best to enjoy the time with them. And then when I get back home, obviously sit in the emotion and just really feel what has occurred over the last couple of months for myself.
Harry, we were talking about you on the show yesterday. We played your post-fight interview. and
Because I was bawling my eyes
Lauren
out.
hit the nail on the head. Kids learnt more from that and your attitude than anybody winning a medal.
100%, Harry.
Yeah, it's one of those things, right? Like, how often do we all fail or shoot for the stars or try at something, whether it is big or small, and not succeed? Like, this happens. This is part of being a human. This is part of being an adult. And I just really want, especially young people, to see that that's just part of it, right? And it's always our responsibility, our opportunity, how we react to setbacks, how we react to hard times in our life. And sometimes it's our fault and sometimes it's not. And I just trying my best to pick myself up at the moment and just...
Oh,
you
but
know, set another goal and shoot the
if I
stars.
was a parent, I would be showing my kids
I
the
did.
interviews with you after your fight, because honestly, if we didn't love you already, Harry, I mean, the whole... And look, I know you're in Paris, but everyone here in Melbourne and in Australia has been talking about Harry Garside and what a legend and what an
And mate,
inspiration.
I've got 3 young boys. Two of them 8 and 10. I was talking to them about you yesterday, and you are an inspiration, mate. So you should be bloody holding your head up high.
I feel extremely grateful to be Australian at the moment. We're so lucky to be born in our beautiful country, and I can't wait to get home and touch Australian soil and enjoy some time with family and friends. Obviously, not the result that I wanted, but it is what it is, and I just got to set another goal and make sure I try my best to achieve that.
You know, hearing you say, and also be really aware about your mental health and saying, you know, I fear for my mind after this. I think a lot of people could relate to that in that moment when you haven't achieved what you set out to or what you wanted to, even though you've achieved so much more in many of our minds. Hearing you reference that, I mean, it made my heart split in half. How are you feeling? How are you feeling in your mind?
It's one of those things, like, I think we all can vouch, like, if you really think about some of the decisions you make in your life and some of the goals you set in your life, like, what is actually the motivation behind trying to achieve them? And I can speak for myself. I thought the gold medal was going to be the thing that was going to make me feel whole, was going to make me build my self-worth, was going to make me feel actually good about myself. And I think I realized this at Tokyo, where I got a success, where I wasn't expected to win a medal at Tokyo, and I did. I got that bronze medal, and I still sat in quarantine the 2 weeks after, obviously being COVID, and I felt really unhappy with myself. And I think the biggest thing is, like, nothing outside of ourselves can make us feel good about ourselves. It's all about how we feel about ourselves. And for me, I can only speak for myself, but it's the little moments in public where I help someone carry their shopping, where I help my brother out with something, where I help my friend out when they're in need. Like, they're the moments that you build self-worth, where you build self-importance. And that is the moment where I start feeling good about myself. It's those moments. It's not gold medals. It's not money. It's not fame.
Well,
like, of course, those things are great. They feel good. But it's those little things in our life that we all have that can make us feel better about ourselves.
You are a legend.
Someone once said to me, a gold medal is a wonderful thing, but if you're not enough without it, you'll never be enough with it. To be honest, it's from the movie Cool Runnings, but it really resonated.
Get that tattooed on you.
I think that was from your uncle or something. It wasn't Cool Runnings.
He was never in a running for a gold medal anyway.
No,
Harry.
that was actually John Candy in Cool Runnings. But, mate, we'll let you go. We cannot wait for you to get back home on Aussie soil.
We can't wait to see you. Well done. We're all so proud of you,
Good on you, Harry.
Thank you, guys. Love you guys a bit.
Love
you,
ya.
mate. Bye. Right across Melbourne, this is Nova 100. You're on the air with Jase and Lauren. Good morning. Mel is in next with your chance to win Nova's cash car and star. That's right, 20 grand, a brand new car, and head to the US to see Troye Sivan at Madison Square Garden.
How good.
It's coming up.
Thank you for being a friend.
Hey, thanks for joining us today, Melbourne.
That was a big show today. How good was Stanners just on the streets of Paris hanging out with Harry Garside?
I know, not bad.
I love him.
Not
And
bad.
I like Clint too, but I really love Harry.
If you could only save one.
Harry. No, Clint. No, yeah, Clint, because Harry could fight for himself. He'd be fine. Harry would survive in any situation,
Good
Harry
call.
Garside.
Good call. Clint, though, what a weak little man. We need to protect him.
What a couple of weapons in Paris together. Stanners and Harry Garside.
Hey, good luck to our Aussies over in Paddy. We'll have more on that tomorrow. And tomorrow, it's on our ordinary games.
Oh, yeah.
People in the
biggest
suburbs
splash.
will be competing, hitting the diving board and going for the biggest splash, $1,000, and the pride of being
Are you going in? Are you going to go off the diving board?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a
Jerry
test run.
Springer
I'm
board,
going to
as
give it
we're
a
calling
test run, the old Jerry
Okay.
Springer. So I could be here tomorrow in a moon boot. Who knows? We will
You're going to do a pin drop.
We will see you
You won't get
then.
much of a splash there.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for being a friend. It's gonna be a good day.
Jason Lauren. Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.
Nova.